they kind of left it up to localities. Like, yeah, Trump ordered like a 2 weeks to stop the spread, and that was a federal mandate. But like, we're all so scared, and we forget because now that COVID's over, everyone's like, "Oh, fuck COVID, is stupid. I shouldn't have got vaccinated. I shouldn't have wore a mask." Like now the data's out. Like, yeah, like the vaccines didn't really work unless you had a really high comorbidity levels. And if you were obese, you probably should have got vaccinated. But if you're a young, healthy adult, there really wasn't a need to get vaccinated. Like I think a lot of reason that we got vaccinated is because they said it would stop the spread. It didn't stop the spread. Like it's all proven now. Mask didn't stop the spread. It's all proven now. Like you can't argue against that. Like that's all fact. So like we went through a time period where basically your local government, not necessarily your local government, but like your state government had the decision. So you look at California, like it was law lockdown, complete lockdown. You couldn't do anything. You couldn't go anywhere. You were lucky if you went out to get a meal outside. So you have that dealing against Florida that was wide open, Missouri wide open. So like that was a federalism. It was a beautiful example of federalism, but it was also like an eye-opening situation for a lot of people, I think, and for me included, where I looked at like, yeah, conservative governance, like Republican governance, has its issues. Like I don't enjoy their like social stuff. Like I don't care about their anti-gay stuff. I just leave that out. I don't care. But the ability of like living in Missouri, like to go to Lake of the Ozarks and just go do whatever the fuck you wanted, was like they didn't they didn't stampede on our freedoms here. And to me, that was why I decided, okay, that's why I'll live in Missouri for the rest of my life, probably, is because like we had a national crisis, a worldwide crisis, and our response was more of like, do your due diligence. Like, if you want to wear a mask, wear it. You're not being forced to wear one. While in other states, it's like you couldn't go outside, you couldn't do stuff you wanted to do, and not just in America. I mean, China. Have you seen you see all the videos people fishing on drones or lowering their dog on a winch to go piss because they couldn't go outside? Like that's the reality of people that lived in China, like living in a communist dictatorship where they said you can't go outside. Like the government, imagine, like we went through that. The government told us you can't go outside, you can't go meet with people, you can't live your day-to-day life because of a disease. Like, that's insane. Like it's going to be written about in textbooks as being one of the biggest authoritarian grabs worldwide. It wasn't just the United States, it was China, it was Canada. I mean, Canada's gone absolutely off the rails with how they dealt with it. And it's countries that we would think of as like Western freedom oriented countries. Like the UK didn't handle it well either.